everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I'm your host, Lasan Faye, and here before us we have Vicerana with Alistair, Wynn, and Zevran. So, I did several little side quests this last time, and now I'm about to go off into the Frostback Mountains, which I realize, in hindsight, that Sten would want to be there for this.
Yes.
So, I am calling upon Sten. I'd already switched out to Zevran from Leliana off screen, but Zevran leveled up. And what do you need? You'll eventually need 36 stacks. And 22 cunning. Okay. Okay. But I don't need it all right now. So... I could give you Whirlwind. I could give Cripple. And Sten, you leveled up twice. So, what am I working on for you? Okay, you'll get one of those. Probably survival. Survival I find to actually be a really useful skill. 34, 40, and 36. Okay. So, gonna go ahead, take survival for Sten, and get you critical strike and the two-handed sweep, because you already have taunt, which is really helpful for all my mages. Actually, you know what? Can I just travel from here? I can. So, let's make our way to the Frostback Mountains. Which is really funny considering the label for it is all the way down here near Haven. But the Frostback Mountain range does actually incorporate a large amount of land. And so, that is why we have to travel all the way up here. Okay then. So... here we are. We're gonna get some death root. Oh, look, some bounty hunters. I wonder who they're hunting. Surely not me. Oh, God.
I'm a warden. Okay, sent it.
Really? Loghain was expecting us to show up out here? You get crushed. You freeze. No. You... go away! Okay, no, 5.
Now you die!
When? If you would be so kind as to revive Sten. And let off a group heal.
I am ready.
Oh, and there goes Wynn. And Sten.
Orders.
You just have no magic.
Yes.
Whoa, wind's back up.
Performed as I expected.
Right. There are story reasons for why Wynn is able to get back up, unlike your other party members, without the use of a revival. But I will let those reveal themselves in time.
It will be done.
Okay, Wynn. Let's pop you at least one in Constitution and give you a couple of magic. Ooh, yes. I think I will take that. Because that is actually a very, very useful thing. Oh. Den, how'd you go down twice? You must have gone down, like, right at the very end.
Always ready.
Okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, my. I did not expect it to be this crowded.
Yes, this is crowded. Okay, drop down a quick save because actually that bounty hunter fight is, I think, one of the harder fights in the game because it's like an intro fight and they expect it to be so straightforward and easy and it's really not.
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
You stole supplies. We're here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me.
Sorry?
I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Okay. You okay? Get that. Paralyze him. I have a life ward. Okay. Win. Take one of those. Because I'd really just appreciate a group heal.
My power is yours.
Alright, that's the
Of
deserter.
course. This is madness. They can't just shut down the city.
What? Huh, Theron.
Step right, maker's breath. Oh, beg your pardon, friend. You, startled me a bit.
You're Farron, right?
You've, heard of me?
Where is my sword?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
I'd give it to him if I were you.
I don't have it. I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here.
Who'd you sell it to?
A dwarf near Redcliffe. Dwyn, I think his name was.
Great. Just came from there. Okay. If you're lying, you do know we'll be back.
I'm not, I promise you.
We'll see.
Alright. So that should make Sten happy.
Some folks came in yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about that?
Something about the dead rising and killing everyone in Redcliffe. And Arlene and nearly dead.
Sten is not a name, is it?
Do you always begin conversations this way?
It's your rank, is it not? I have met a few Kunari in Antiva, you know. Not much for conversation, but some of them are quite easy on the eyes.
Those are not Kunari.
No? They are what then? Very large dwarves with comical accents?
They wear the faces of Kunari, but they are Tal Vashoth, fiends of Saharon. They have abandoned the Qun.
With titles like your own, though. Which makes me curious, what is your name then?
Sten is enough.
But it is not your name.
It is who I am.
So, did Sten essentially just say that the Kunari aren't interested in Antiva at all, so any who are of the Kossith race must thereby be Talvashoth? That'll be a discussion for another time. Alright, let's say hi to you.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
Who knows? How often do you restock?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Alright, I'll go.
Best of luck to you.
Okay then. So, there is that. Okay, having now dealt with Sten's sword for the time being, I'm gonna swap Sten back out for Alistair.
Yes.
Just because Alistair stays alive a bit longer.
Shall we go?
Okay. Okay, Alistair's not injured.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
He ain't king.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
You're a
I
dick.
don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Why have your people treated like this?
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endroni Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
He's not king.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Why do you keep calling me a foreigner? I was born here in Ferelden. Why do you insist on calling me a foreigner? I don't understand. Yeah, no, I'm gonna intimidate you.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
Alright.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Ah, the Paragons, I believe. The dwarves worship their own ancestors, if you can believe it.
It will be done.
So, the Paragons. I'm not going to read through all of this. Essentially, the Paragons are the ancestors that are held most exalted.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Generally speaking, the Paragons are dwarves who have done something like truly amazing. Branka is known for inventing smokeless coal, as an example. She's the one you hear about the most, hence why I know what she did.
You know, Win, I have a friend back in Antiva who would be very excited to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Salvail prefers women with experience and maturity. He says they have more substance, are more robust and flavorful.
Does he now?
Indeed. No need to deny it. Zevran knows a fine bird when he sees one.
I am not a bird.
There is no reason to deny yourself the pleasure of male companionship, after all, yes? You might balk now, but I assure you, Salvail is a gentleman of means and quite handsome.
I am going to walk away now, calmly, coolly. This is to save you the pain of having your brain forcibly removed through your ears.
This must be a Ferelden thing, I swear.
So. Oh, come on. Where's the stupid pixel? Pixel. Key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear space within the Taig is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes, where we're currently standing. There is no other placement that is so benefits Dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse the surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose as a last sight for the departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of the ancestors upon their backs. It is a reminder of duty and consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. Alright, so into Orzammar proper we go. After this loads. Hopefully soon.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king! fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders. We'll all have it in the Legion.
Alright.
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
And that's why you allowed... Okay. You know, you look suspiciously like the guy who got killed. Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
Probably. I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Actually, hang on.
Yes, Warden. What is it?
Harrowmont and Balin.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, you should.
Alright, so this is where branching happens.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's huge.
Yes, it is. I will read all of these after the fact in another Codex episode.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry. The men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Indeed.
Of course.
Alright.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
Probably not. So Balin is Endrin's son.
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
And what do you know about Lord Harrowmont?
Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
So, why the hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger? What brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm a Grey Warden seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against a blight.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar.
What a
If you seek Lord
surprise.
Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
You know what? I'll come over here later. And for now, what I'm going to do is I am heading off into the Diamond Quarter.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
I can hear it.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Sure, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
I'm not. You could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
I'm a mage myself.
Then I'm truly honored. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
We'd be happy to answer any questions.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You want to leave Orzammar?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Alright, sure. I'll talk to the Circle for you.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Interesting.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Oh, good. Hey, look, there's a nug. I think that's the one I was hearing. Here you go.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Fair enough. But that will happen as time passes. For now, we're going to make our way to the assembly. Oh, loading screens. Which, actually, I do find... Oh, no. Please don't crash. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. You've got to be kidding me. And it crashed. Lovely. Just as I was getting to the end. You still recording? Okay. Maybe autosave. And the game crashed. But wow, was I lucky in the fact that it auto-saved just as I entered while it was crashing, and so therefore I actually made it into
So
the
the
Diamond
closer
Quarter.
you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
Guess so.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient Paragons. Have our traditions no value?
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
Lovely. So, into the assembly. Talk to you later.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Alright.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Desher's lords and ladies of the Assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Interesting.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
Technically...
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Great. Any way I can break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times.
Of course they are.
Dulin Ferender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay. So, talk to him. So, now we have to talk to one of these two. But that will happen next time. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And in the meantime, in between time, take care. Have fun. Happy trails.